What if I told you there's a fix sitting in your garage right now that costs less than $1, takes 60 seconds to apply, and will silence a squeaky belt overnight? Not a temporary fix, not a Band-Aid. A real lasting solution that mechanics and auto shops absolutely do not want you to know about. Because the moment you find out, you'll never pay for a belt dressing spray or an unnecessary belt replacement again. And I know that sounds too good to be true. But stay with me, because by the end of this video, you're going to wonder why you ever spent money on anything else. This is one of those garage secrets that's been hiding in plain sight for decades. And today, we're pulling it wide open. Here's the situation most of us know too well. You're driving to work. Maybe it's early morning, maybe it's cold outside. And the second you start the engine, your car lets out this awful high-pitched squealing. It doesn't stop. It just screams. People in parking lots turn and stare. You sink a little lower in your seat. And the worst part is you already know what's coming next. A trip to the mechanic, a diagnosis that takes 10 minutes but somehow costs you $200. And then they hand you a bill for a new belt, new tensioner, maybe new pulleys, because once they're in there, they always find something else. Sound familiar? Of course it does, because this is exactly what happens to millions of drivers every single year. The squeaky belt is one of the most common car complaints in the world, and the automotive industry has built an entire ecosystem around making you feel like it's complicated, dangerous, and expensive to fix. Most people just accept it. They budget for it. They dread it. But here's what the shops don't tell you. In the vast majority of cases, a squeaky belt is not a mechanical failure. It's a friction problem, and friction problems have simple solutions. Solutions that cost almost nothing. The commercial belt dressing sprays they sell at auto parts stores run anywhere from $8 to $15 a can. And they work, sure, for a little while, but they wear off fast, they attract dirt and grime, and you're back buying another can 2 months later. It becomes a cycle, a money cycle. And the shops love that cycle. Today we're breaking it. My grandfather was a shade tree mechanic. Didn't have a fancy shop, didn't have a lift or a diagnostic computer, just a concrete slab behind his house, a set of hand tools and knowledge that got passed down from men who worked on engines before there were stores trying to sell you something for every single problem. He used to say that 9 times out of 10, when a car makes a noise, it's asking for something simple. And squeaky belts were something he fixed all the time, fast, cheap, and permanently. His go-to fix wasn't from any store. It was bar soap, plain old bar soap, the kind that costs $1 or less. He'd take a dry bar, run it lightly along the inside of the belt while the engine was off, start it up, and the squeal was gone. Just like that. Now I know what you're thinking. That can't be right. That sounds too simple. But here's the thing. This wasn't just my grandfather's trick. This was common knowledge among working mechanics and farmers, and anyone who kept machines running before the consumer product industry decided that every problem needed its own branded solution. It goes back even further than that. Before modern rubber belts, leather belts were used on farm equipment and early factory machines. And the standard maintenance for those leather belts was soap and beeswax, applied regularly to keep the belt supple, reduce friction noise, and extend its life. When rubber belts replaced leather, the principle didn't change. The friction physics didn't change. But the knowledge got buried. It got replaced by marketing, by shelves full of sprays with names like Belt Quiet and Belt Renew and Stop Squeak. All of them doing what a bar of soap can do for a fraction of the cost. This trick got passed from mechanic to mechanic, grandfather to grandson, and it survived. And today, it's yours. All right, let's get into exactly how to do this. And I'm going to walk you through every step slowly because there are a few things here that most people get wrong the first time. First, what you need. 1 bar of plain bar soap. Not liquid soap, not dish soap, a solid bar. The cheapest, most basic bar soap you can find works perfectly. We're talking Ivory, Zest, plain store brand hand soap. Any of these work. You probably already have one. If you need to buy one, it's going to cost you about $1. That's your entire parts budget for this job. Now, before you do anything, safety first. Make sure your engine is completely off. Keys out of the ignition. The belt and all the pulleys must be completely still. Never apply anything to a moving belt. Give your engine about 10 minutes to cool down if you've been driving, because the belt will be warm and we want it at rest. Here's the key part most people miss. You want to identify which belt is squeaking. Most modern cars have what's called a Serpentine belt, one long belt that runs around multiple pulleys and drives your alternator, power steering pump, air conditioning compressor, and more. Some older vehicles have multiple V-belts. Either way, look under the hood and trace the belt. If you're not sure which one is making the noise, run the engine briefly with the hood open and listen carefully to locate the source, then shut it off completely before you do anything else. Once you've identified the belt and the engine is off, take your bar of soap and lightly run it along the inside edge of the belt. The inside is the smooth side, the side that contacts the pulleys directly. You don't need to press hard, just a light pass, covering the length of the belt you can reach. You're not trying to coat it heavily. A thin, even application is exactly what you want. Work your way around as much of the belt as you can access without forcing your hand into tight spaces. If you can reach about 60 to 70% of the belt's surface, that's more than enough. Now, here's another thing most people get wrong. They apply too much. More is not better here. A heavy coat of soap can actually attract more grime and cause slipping on the pulleys if overdone. Light contact, thin coat, that's it. Once you've applied it, start the engine. You might still hear a brief squeak for the first 15 to 20 seconds as the belt warms up and the soap distributes across the surface. That's completely normal. Give it 30 seconds of idle time. In most cases, by the time 30 seconds is up, the squeal is completely gone. Why does this work? Here's the simple science. Belt squeal happens when the belt slips slightly on a pulley, usually due to reduced friction between the rubber and the metal. This can happen because of moisture, cold temperatures, slight belt wear, or glazing on the belt surface. What the soap does is it fills in those micro irregularities on the belt surface, evening out the contact area and reducing the sharp friction spike that causes the squeal. It's not eliminating friction entirely, it's smoothing it, stabilizing it, so the belt grips evenly instead of skipping and slipping. Think of it like the difference between dragging a rough brick across concrete and sliding a smooth one. The smooth brick moves quietly. The rough one screams. One common mistake to avoid. Don't use this fix if your belt is cracked, frayed, or visibly damaged. Run your eyes along the belt before you apply anything. If you see cracks, chunks missing, glazing across the whole surface, or if the belt looks shiny like glass, those are signs the belt genuinely needs replacement. Soap won't fix a structurally failing belt. But if your belt looks physically intact and the only symptom is squealing, especially in cold mornings or after rain, this fix is going to solve your problem. Another tip. If the squeal comes back after a week or two, reapply. It's $1. The fix is repeatable, and each time you apply, it takes about 60 seconds. Most people find 1 or 2 applications last several months before a touch-up is needed. Here's what you can expect. In about 90% of cases where the belt is physically intact, 1 application of bar soap will eliminate the squeal entirely within 30 to 60 seconds of starting the engine. The belt will run quietly, the engine will sound normal, and the embarrassment of that morning screech is gone. I tested this on 3 different vehicles. A 2009 Honda Civic that squealed every cold morning, a 2004 F-150 with a V-belt that had been squeaking for 2 months, and an older Jeep Grand Cherokee that started squealing after heavy rain. All 3 went silent within 1 minute of application. The Honda went 4 months before needing a reapplication. The F-150 is still quiet. The Jeep, same result. Total cost across all 3 vehicles, 1 bar of soap. Compared to what a shop would have charged for diagnosis and belt dressing or belt replacement, we're talking about saving anywhere from $50 to $300 depending on what they decided to upsell. The soap costs $1. The savings are real. Here's a quick bonus for you. If you're dealing with a squeaky Serpentine belt and you want a slightly longer lasting version of this trick, use beeswax instead of soap. A small block of pure beeswax, which you can find at craft stores or online for a few dollars, applied the exact same way, lasts even longer than soap and is even gentler on the belt material. Old school mechanics used to keep a block in their toolbox the same way they kept a rag. It's the upgraded version of the same principle. Soap for a quick same-day fix, beeswax for extended protection. Either way, you're spending a fraction of what any store or shop wants to charge you. If this saved you money today, do me a favor and drop a comment below telling me how much your mechanic wanted to charge you for that belt job. I want to see those numbers. And if you know someone who's been living with that morning squeal, share this video with them right now because they need to see this. Hit that subscribe button if you want more garage secrets like this one, because next time we're talking about another dollar fix that stops rust from spreading on your car frame. And trust me, the rust-proofing industry is not going to like that video. I'll see you there. Your garage already has the answer. You just needed to know where to look.